So wait a minute, you can actually get an all-terrain board that has hub motors on it? Yeah, you actually can. It's from Maxfind and it's called the FFAT. Welcome back. I'm Tony, and yeah, that's what we're going to be looking at today from Maxfind. It is the FFAT. Now, I've looked at other of their boards on here, and one thing that is unique to them is they have a construction that is different from other companies' boards. The decks are not made from wood or carbon fiber. It's a composite material, which allows for a lot of flex. And, well, they can make it whatever shape they want, which is cool. They've got a handle on the front of them and stuff. We'll get into all of that. Now, if you know me and my preferences for e-skate well, you probably know that I'm not a big fan of hub motor boards. Mainly because the back wheel is the motor. And you've just got like a sleeve that goes around it. And that it's not very comfortable. I'm not a young guy. I'm over 50, so I need a little bit of comfort when I'm riding. Which is also one of the reasons why I like all-terrain boards, because they typically have bigger wheels. They can go over stuff more. They're either going to be pneumatic or maybe solid rubber, the kind with the holes in them. On this one, I'm not entirely sure what the wheel situation is on this, because there are no screws on the outside of the hubs on these things. So I don't know that you could actually take them apart and put new wheels on there. I think you probably have to buy the entire wheel. The other side of that is that I don't see them on the website. So I don't know how that works. You probably have to contact them and say, hey, I want to get them. Well, let's just do this. Let's get into some of the specs. We'll take a look at the website, do a very, very fast lightning unboxing. I just want you to see what's inside there. Do some ride and talk, come back, and give you my final impressions. So right now, it is their Black Friday sale time. On this board, it's $100 off from $9.99. It's down to $8.99. And you can see there that they have 4 of their boards on this sale right now. All right, so they do have free shipping and 270 days warranty with this Black Friday deal. They're saying 28 miles per hour for top speed, 17 to 51 miles in range. Now, there's a reason for that, because they have different battery options. I think the one that I have is the 17-mile one, because I'm probably only going to get about 15 miles on this thing. I've gone 10 on it so far. 31% hill climbing, and this one's kind of a big deal. Quick battery swap design. I've only seen a couple of swappable batteries on electric skateboards, and this is the only company I've seen that makes it so that it's molded into the deck itself. Has a door. You open up the door, pull the battery out of there, unsnap the connections, put your next one in there, and you're off to the races. So, I mean, if you were doing a longer ride, you could carry an extra battery in your backpack. But the big thing to that is that batteries on these boards do go bad. And, well, it's sometimes a little bit more difficult to replace batteries. So if you had to get a replacement battery for this one, zip, bang, boom, you'd be done. The battery, at least in this one, is a 12S3P Samsung 29E. Those are the cells that are in it. It has 2 high-power hub motors at 1,500 watts per motor. Uses the Hobbywing V5 ESC, a 3-hour UL fast charger, and that might be due to the fact that the battery is not a giant battery. I mean, it's going to charge faster. Okay, so here it says 165 millimeter vacuum rubber wheels. So I'm thinking that means that these wheels are solid rubber, which is not a bad thing. I like rubber wheels because I don't have to worry about flats or anything like that. But like I said, it looks like you have to replace the whole wheel, and if you've got to replace your back, it looks like you're replacing a hub motor. The big thing to that is a benefit is that they have these quick plugs that are on there, so you can easily unplug them and plug them back in. They say on here IPX5 waterproof rating. Yeah, I'd be really careful about that. First of all, I don't ride these in the wet because it's dangerous. Second of all, because these boards are not cheap, right? So you've made a pretty sizable investment in the board. No reason to be running this thing through the water. And with this one, with the door on the top of there, so surely water can get in there. The deck is 42 inches. It is a U-shaped concave composite deck with shock-absorbing grip tape. The remote is exactly like the rest of the remotes that I've gotten for Maxfind boards, so it's a good remote and it works really well. And again, that ESC is a Hobbywing FOC. They say it features CNC forged double kingpin trucks with 95A bushings, striking a perfect balance between stability and maneuverability. And I'll say the trucks were super loose. I adjusted them. We'll get into that in just a little bit. And they were still really loose, but not wobbly. So there you go. Looking really quickly at the specific specs on this thing, it says that the deck is an X composite plus glass fiber. I tell you, I've abused the heck out of these decks and never had any problems with them. They are super flexy, and you're going to see that in just a minute. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and get right into it. Okay, since I have had this board on in the last 24 hours, it should connect right away, and it did. I doubt you could see that, but connected right to it. Got full bars on the battery, on the board, and on the remote. So let's go check it out. This is my first real ride on this. We're starting off in gear 3. I don't think that's a great idea. Let's just start off in 1 and see how she does. Nice and comfortable. I did tighten the trucks because, boy, they were loose when I first got this thing. I was like, dang. All right, so 15 kilometers per hour. I think you have to pair this again, like repair it in order to get it into miles per hour. So let's just do this. Okay, now we're in speed 2. Let's see how that goes. I'm gonna hit this manhole cover and see if it's comfortable to do that. Nice. Why not? Here's some grass. Let's do that. Nice. No problem. Going over pine cones and stuff. A little bogged down right there because my throttle is all the way, but that's only on level 2. Go off the curb. Nice. I'm gonna go over here and turn around and check out speed 3. But speed 2, .28 kilometers per hour. All right, let's try speed 3. Nice. Good acceleration right off the bat. Woo! That is 37 kilometers per hour. And I don't know that I need to do a full speed test on speed 4. We're going to turn this around. Let's go over this speed bump here. Plenty of clearance. I don't think you have to worry about clearance on this board whatsoever. Okay, speed 4. Let's just see. By the way, the flex on this thing, let's just get a little further into the middle. Look at that. That is delightful. See, even though I tighten these trucks a lot, I mean, they're still... But it seems stable. I mean, you saw that. Okay, 4th speed. All right, I let off the throttle at 37 kilometers per hour, so let's take her down this hill right here. Brakes are really smooth, man. So far, very, very comfortable. Now, this is one of the things I really like about these boards is I love this handle. It's just built right into it. Grab it, we turn it around. Nice. Besides, this board is not very heavy. We'll just use speed 3 because that's probably what I would be using as I was cruising along. And this hill, let's just see how it goes. Now, this hill, let me just stop real quick here and show you. This hill, it's a long one, and it gets really steep at the top. All right, so let's go ahead. Yep, absolutely no problem with that at all. All righty. Okay, take a look at this asphalt here. This is some pretty rough asphalt. I wouldn't even want to ride a urethane board on this. So let's just see how this does. I'm curious because this is a hub board, as you see. Got them hub motors back there. And I'm pleasantly surprised because I don't like standard hub boards because there's just not very much tire on there, right? But this doesn't even seem like it has those types of motors on the back, so. And it's just cruising on this. This is nice. Carves good. Uphill, very nice. Let's take it back here. Lots of pine cones and little debris that I could be hitting on this. So we'll see. But we're gonna take it back here and try it on some dirt. Off-road, baby. Okay, there's a big hill that's coming up here, at least a steep one. So let's see if we slow down on it. Zipping pretty fast right now. Nope. No problem with that hill right there. Gosh, I'm really surprised. All right, here we go. Some dirt. Got gravel and sand. All right. All right, it's a little squirrely on this stuff. Wow, okay. I don't know if it's the treads on the wheels or what. Okay, so it is all terrain. It will do it. But boy, it's squirrely. Got to have good balance. Whoa. Alrighty. I mean, it's got the power to do it. It just seems to be, it's just sliding around a lot. More than others that I've ridden out on this exact area here. Let's see how it does just starting directly on this stuff. Whoa. Okay, so I went from smooth to rough right there, and she got a little bit squirrely on me. All right, there's a lot of sand and rocks back there, so I'm gonna guess the treads on this thing are not necessarily set up for that type of terrain. It is all terrain though. I mean, you can see that I could get through there. Now it's kind of quiet here, so I'll give you a good example, but if you're looking for a quiet board, hub drive, yeah, that's where it's at for that. I mean, you really can barely hear those motors at all. So yeah, if what you're looking for is stealth, you got it with something like this. Now, I'm not even sure I want to know how this is going to go, but we'll try this corrugated stuff. That's not too bad, actually. Huh. All right, pleasantly surprised with that. Ooh. Can I make this turn? No, it is not going to happen. Not too many boards can actually make that turn, but I'll try it. I mean, we do have some double kingpin trucks here. Good. Power me even when rolling backwards up a hill. Listen to how quiet that is. I mean, you just hear the board rolling on the boardwalk, that's it. Now I know it ain't gonna handle that sand. But boy, that is a nice view. That makes a ride like this just so much better, doesn't it? So there we go. Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of fun, this board is. It's got that nice clearance on it, so I'm not worried about any of that stuff. But if you're buying this because it's an all-terrain board and you think you're going to be ripping like a mountain board, I don't know. You know, on loose sand and gravel, it was getting a little bit squirrely on me. But it does really good on all the other surfaces and good on that stuff that you saw it on. It's not horrible. It's just you got to have some good balance on there. It's not sticking like something like my NYX Z1, which is more of a mountain board with big knobby tires on it. The way these trucks are designed, the skate tool that comes with it is pretty much ineffective because it's really tight to get to the kingpin itself. So that's why they send you a wrench. You're gonna need that wrench if you're gonna be adjusting your trucks. As far as the hub motors go, hey, they perform really, really well. You're not gonna have to worry about twigs and stuff getting stuck in your belts. There's no gear drives to maintain or anything like that. And if these go bad, it looks like it's pretty easy to swap them out. You just pull that off of there, run the wire back over there and plug it in. And they're easy plug and pull. So I haven't ridden this board for 6 months, so I really can't tell you how the long-term wear is gonna be on it. But it does look like if you need to replace the tire, the wheel on it, you're gonna have to replace the whole assembly. Now I could be wrong because the motors do have screws in them. Might be able to pull that off and pull the sleeve off of there, but power-wise, this thing has plenty of power. And if you just wanna cruise real slow, put it in first gear and you're gonna be going pretty slow. Did it reach the 28 miles per hour? I never went 28 miles per hour in this one. The most I usually go is between 20 and 25 miles per hour and I'm good. Some unique features to this board and to this brand, the fact that the deck is made of that X composite and glass fiber material, the fact that it has a handle on on it, the fact that you can swap out the battery so easily. Those are all things that are good, and only Maxfind is doing them. Now, after I posted my Max 6 review, I did get a few people on social media saying, oh man, I can't believe it. I bought something. I bought this board on pre-order, and they told me it would be here at this time, and it wasn't. Well, listen, I'm just going to tell you, these companies out of China, they have to ship this stuff over in containers. And logistics-wise, they may think, oh yeah, we're going to have it on this date. And then it gets into customs, gets stuck there for a month or two. It's really hard for them to predict when they will literally have them in hand, but as soon as they get them in hand, they get them out. And from what they tell me, they've got all of their models in stock in the warehouse right now in California. So shipping shouldn't be a problem. I'm only telling you what they've told me and what I know about logistics coming from China. That said, this board, I'd say it's kind of in a special category. You'd have to really decide if this is what you want. I mean, if you're going to be doing a lot of off-roading, you might want something that has knobby wheels on it, and it looks to me like you can't really switch out these tires. But if you're somebody who needs something that's quiet and isn't obviously an electric skateboard because it doesn't look all that obvious, you have to go over grass and maybe some gravel and stuff like that, and you know that a skateboard with urethane wheels is not going to do it, this might be for you. I'm just here to give you the information, man. You got to make your own decisions, obviously. So that is the Maxfind FFAT, and I want to thank you so much for your support here on the channel. Likes, comments, shares, subscriptions, always very important to my channel, so if you like what you see, hit the thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, there is a red subscribe button down there and a notification bell. Click both of those. You'll get notifications when I upload new videos. If you haven't checked out my other content here on the channel, I do guitar reviews, electric scooters and bikes, and portable solar power and stuff like that. And I just completed a giveaway for a Firefly guitar. And guess what? I'm going to do it again before Christmas, giving away a Firefly Explorer style guitar. So if you're into that, stick around. Well, that's going to do it for this episode. We'll catch you next time on the Vapor Trail channel.